Peace and innumerable blessings. My name is Jeanette Jackson Montian of Soul Ministry. And welcome to the Virgo Full Moon Yoga Practice Suggestions. Alright, first things first, full moon energy is all about manifestation, unless you're one of those planners, which many Virgo people are, who set intentions 6 months prior during the Virgo new moon. If you set intentions, your intentions are manifesting. If you didn't, this full moon is very much about experiencing the energy fully so you can set new intentions during the Pisces new moon, which is in 2 weeks. Energetically for your practice, I've been very much harping on narratives, and this full moon is the time to move the energy of your old narrative to set a new narrative for yourself for your practice. When I say a new narrative, I'm talking about your story as a yoga practitioner, as a practitioner who may believe that, I just can't do arm balances because I'm weak, or I just don't practice Ashtanga because it's too hard and it's boring, or like I don't need to do pranayama, or philosophy is boring. So this is a really good time, and my first suggestion, I guess, I always do that, I always just launch into it. My first suggestion for the Virgo full moon is, once again, connect with your narrative as a yoga practitioner, and to utilize and harness the tools that are yoga, the tools provided in your practice to move your narrative. For example, if you're one of those people who are like, oh my God, arm balances are crazy and I hate them and I don't do them. So when you're practicing, you may not really feel comfortable like fully launching into like Tadasana, but like sequence things into your practice that assist you getting into the poses. Like focus more when you're doing whatever you're doing on your core area. Work with your breath. Keep your core muscles engaged so they begin to practice and they begin to strengthen themselves. So when you decide that you're ready to launch into whatever, you have the muscles to support you. Begin to pick the asanas apart and focus on small things about each pose that you can begin to embody into your practice. Like again, Tadasana, like focusing on poses where you're moving your shoulder like underneath or by your knee, and yet still keeping your spine nice and long and your core engaged, and just feeling that. Opening the hips, beginning to play more with the external rotation of your thigh and extension of your legs. Stuff like that. They're really simple things that you can do to begin to change your narrative of who you are as a practitioner and kind of more hone and own your practice. The first suggestion. Second suggestion, mantra. So for all you guys who are like all flamed on for mantra, the ruling principality, the ruling planet of Virgo is Mercury. So your mantra is Om Shri Buddhaya Namaha. Om Shri Buddhaya Namaha. Om Shri Buddhaya Namaha. Oms and blessings and salutations to Buddha. So that's that. The third suggestion is not a flow. I have a special place in my heart for Kundalini Yoga. So since we're working through our narratives, I suggest around 3 minutes of Ego Eradicator, which is a Kriya. So for Ego Eradicator, what I suggest you do is just find yourself in a comfortable seated posture. Take a second to pull your spine nice and long and make sure that your shoulders are over your hips and that your core is nice and engaged. I'm just a sucker for an engaged core. What can I tell you? From here, this is what you're going to do with your hands. You're going to roll the fingers in and point the thumbs up. And hopefully, to the best of your ability, you're going to extend your arms 60 60 degrees. Do the best you can to keep your arms lifted and straight. And from here, you're just going to focus on Kalabati breath. What is Kalabati breath? To do Kalabati breath, what you're going to do is you're going to exhale and inhale sharply through the nose. But as you exhale, you're going to pull the belly button back towards the spine. It sounds like this. And then as you inhale, you're going to inhale sharply through the nose and push the belly button out a little bit again. Again, exhale sharply, pulling the belly button back towards the spine. Inhale sharply. The thing about Kalabati breath is it's very heating. That's thing number one. Thing number two is the more you focus on the exhale, the inhale just naturally happens. So what you're going to do is hold your hands like this, arms at 60 degrees, for 3 minutes, Kalabati breath. If you're finding that like a bit much, and it's okay, it's okay. Just slow down your breath, still focusing on the exhale, pulling the belly button back towards the spine, letting it snap forward on the inhale, pulling it back, snap forward. Just slow yourself down. When you're done with your 3 minutes, inhale, bring the thumbs together, exhale, bring the hands down, and just breathe. Just breathe and be here. So those are my suggestions for the Virgo full moon, for your Virgo full moon practice. Enjoy moving energy. This is a very good time to really rewrite things and repattern your mind. And the ego eradicator is really good at helping you shake the story of who you are and what you feel you're capable